friends. Happy Friday! Oh, it's my favorite day of the week. We are on our last star art project for Learning Path today. Can you believe it? Your light bulbs turned out just beautiful. Kiss your brain. Miss Ronigan said she found one of her favorite ones because it had the most colorful pieces of paper on it, and those were my favorite too, so thank you so much for sending them on Seesaw. We loved seeing them. Now, all you should have left in your bag is the last things for today. So, pull out your big black rectangle. Hopefully you still have it and you haven't used it yet. And then, Mrs. D. Wirt gave everybody light bulbs. Now, you should have the same number of light bulbs as in your name. So, if my name is Zen, Z-E-N, how many light bulbs does Zen have? 3. If my name is Brody, how many light bulbs do I have? B-R-O-D-Y, 5 light bulbs. If my name is Wyatt, how many light bulbs do I have? W-Y-A-T-T, 5. If my name is Max, how many light bulbs do I have? M-A-K-S, 4. Now, I am Mrs. House on it, and friends, that is way too many light bulbs. Mrs. Deward only gave me 4. So I'm going to put Mrs. H. Now, here's what you're going to do. Your light bulbs look like this, and you're going to be open-minded because you might not have gotten your favorite color. Mrs. Deward didn't give me my favorite color, and that's okay. So, take out your light bulbs, take out your scissors. If you don't cut right on the black line, it's not going to look like a light bulb. So take your time. I do say that all the time. You're going to slowly cut on the black line. Slowly. Now, in case we forgot, thumb up, 2 fingers. Thumb goes in the small hole. 2 fingers go in the big hole. Cut, cut, cut. Thumb up. Now, cut on those black lines. Take your time. Cut slowly. Otherwise, it's not going to look like a light bulb. And then, you don't want to do the art project. So, cut slowly. Just let those scraps fall. I have 1. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Mrs. H. So, Mrs. H. M-R-S-H. I'm cutting out 4 light bulbs. So, if you have a lot longer name like Savannah or Kalila, you're going to have a lot more light bulbs to cut out. So, you might want to pause the video until your light bulbs are cut out. But otherwise, we can just cut together. And I can take this time to tell you, I miss you. I hope you've been playing outside. I hope you've been reading books. Most importantly, I hope you've been listening to your grown-up at home because they care about you just as much as we do. And guess what? They aren't kindergarten teachers. So everybody's just trying their best right now. Your grown-up's trying your best. You're trying your best. We're trying our best. Just make sure you're being respectful, kind, and a good listener. All right. Keep cutting out those light bulbs. I'm on my last one. If you are not on your last one and you are still on the first one, pause the video and come back. Otherwise, get your light bulbs, your big black paper, and your glue stick. Now, when you are ready, this is the tricky thing. You're going to use a pencil. I get to use a teacher marker. If you have a teacher marker at home and you know how to use it safely and appropriately, you can ask mom or dad or your grown-up for it. Otherwise, you're going to use a pencil. So here's what we're going to do. I just talked to you earlier about 1 light bulb for every letter in your name. So let's pretend my name is, who should I pretend to be today? Destiny. All right. If my name is Destiny, I am going to take my pencil or my marker. The first letter in my name is D. So I'm going to take my light bulb and I'm going to write a big uppercase D on the first light bulb. If your name is not Destiny, do not write a D. My name is Mrs. Houselouden, so I'm going to write a M. All right, Destiny's writing her D. I'm writing my M. Now, the next letter in Mrs. is an R. Now, only the first letter in my name is uppercase. The rest are lowercase. They are. So I'm going to put a lowercase R. Mrs. ends in an S. Now, teachers are special because they have a period in the middle of their name that you don't have. So I'm going to put S period. And then Houselouden. Some friends don't pronounce that correctly, and that's okay. Houselouden starts with a H. Now, since that's my last name, I have an uppercase letter again. H for Houselouden. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my black paper. I have all the letters I need on my light bulbs, and I'm going to put them in order. So that means I'm going to start with the first letter in my name and go to the last letter. M-R-S-H I'm going to open my glue stick. I've told you every Fri Yay. I'm going to tell you again today. Don't twist it up. It drives your teachers crazy. Especially Mrs. Houseon and I get to do Fri Yay art projects with you, so please don't do it. Now, take your glue stick, take that first letter in your name, put glue on the back for 3 seconds, count with me. 1, 2, 3. You're putting it on the back of the light bulb. Do not put it on that black paper. All right, so you are going to take your light bulb. You're going to put it down right in the middle of the paper. So kind of where that dotted line is when we write our letters. I'm going to push mine down, and then I'm going to show you. Don't do yours yet. There it is. All right. Who remembers what letter comes next in Mrs.? Miss Ronigan, do you know what letter comes next in Mrs.? She won't know.
Miss Houseon, I do not.
I knew she wouldn't. Let's see if Mr. Bolin knows. Mr. Bolin, do you know what letter comes next in Mrs.? He'll know.
I don't think so.
Friends, I'm just going to have to tell him. Miss Ronigan, Mr. Bolin, it's an R. Say R.
R.
We're still learning. It's okay. We're all still learning. So I'm going to put glue on the back. Don't put it on that black paper. Put it on the R. All right. I'm going to glue it right next to them, but not touching. It's a little bit, kind of like a 2-finger space today. See mine? Space yours out. 2 fingers. Yep. Fits right there. So leave a little bit of a space. All right. Mrs. You know it's that S. We don't have to ask anybody for help. So I'm going to glue the S down. And then house slot in. Starts with an H. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. I am done. If you have a really long name, once again like Savannah, you're going to need more time, so you might want to pause it. But if you're done, you're just going to look just like mine. Now, here's the most important part. I checked my name. It's spelled correctly. I'm going to pick up my scissors, and all this extra paper that we're not using, you're going to cut off. Some of you aren't going to have a lot of extra paper. Some of you are. So, thumb, 2 fingers, you are going to cut all that extra paper off. You can make something creative with it, or you can put it in the recycling bin. Choice is yours. Now, before you do anything else, take that glue stick, twist it down, cap on. All right, once you do that, your paper is going to look like this. Now, you are going to pick up a white crayon from your crayon box. I'm so sorry, I did not tell you to get this out earlier. So, take some time, find that white crayon, get it out of your crayon box. Your crayon box should be right there though, because you just used your glue stick. Now, we're going to do some curly swivels and squiggles. This is when you can get creative and do it a little different than me, and that's great too. So, we're going to pretend that these are Christmas lights. Christmas lights that have your name on them. I don't think I've ever seen Christmas lights with Mrs. Houseon on them, but we are going to pretend and use our imagination cap. So, you are going to pretend that the white is the string that connects the Christmas light bulbs. So I'm going to start over here in this corner, and I'm going to do a loop-de-loop touching the top of the light bulb. Now, watch me. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to show you, so just be patient. I'm going to do a little loop-de-loop. There it is. It's pretending, and it's touching the M in the light bulb. Now, I'm going to keep going on to the R. So yours is going to look a little different. Don't get upset and say, oh, mine doesn't look like Mrs. Houseon's. I don't want it to. I want everybody's to be a little different. So you're going to keep doing your squiggly squiggles all the way through all your letters. Only along the top, though. They don't connect to the bottom. And then when you're done, yours should look like mine. Make sure it spells your name, though, not Mrs. Houseon, because that wouldn't be correct. Once you've done your Christmas light bulbs, you've connected your squiggle, you've glued, and you've written. You don't even have to use a teacher marker. If you have a black marker, a brown marker, blue marker, purple marker, you can trace over your pencil letters to make your name out of Christmas lights. Isn't that cool? Now, you know what to do. You know we miss seeing your art projects. You get on to Seesaw, you touch that plus sign, you take a picture, and you send it to me. And when you send it, say Merry Christmas. Use the microphone. But we're not going to tell the other teachers. It's going to be a surprise. So, do your lights, take a picture, touch that microphone, say Merry Christmas to your kindergarten teacher, and send it to us. Good job, friends.